Is my boyfriend single? Single? I don't have a boyfriend. I'm not looking for a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend for like 6 years, and he was toxic and enjoyed drinking and kicking doors off their hinges, so that relationship didn't pan out. And no, that was not the father of my children that did that, by the way. You accused the wrong person of the DV situation, and I have receipts. You people enjoy running off at your mouth and getting literally everything backwards. I didn't know somebody could be so wrong and so loud at the same fucking time. Like, I haven't been with the father of my children for 12 years. Like, we haven't been a couple for over 12 years. So the fact that you drag him into it when he has nothing to do with it, still baffles me. Two, he's not allowed to even contact our kids, and I can't really go into it because there's still an open thing with him, for legal reasons. So I really can't talk very much about that whole situation. But you can drag my whole ass family into shit that has nothing to do with them. You shouldn't have pulled my kids up on your screen like that. You had no right to do that. You don't know what's going on at all. You have no fucking clue what happened that day. You will eventually, when all of this is over, I will be posting shit tons of receipts, and you're gonna look really bad when I do. But let me tell you, you have no idea what you're talking about. You actually did not contact my biological mother. You contacted my aunt, who suffers from dementia and schizophrenia, and she didn't know who the fuck you were. So nice job harassing someone with schizophrenia and dementia. She does a good job knowing who the fuck she is on a regular basis. Why you're contacting people, period, in my life, I don't know. But you shouldn't be doing that. Why you're getting a pass, I don't know. Because if it were anyone else, people would be having pitchforks after you right now. But because you claim, because you have no evidence of this, you claim I fake cancer. I hope you have verifiable proof that I did, because I have inarguable proof that I did not. I have the surgical records where the neuroblastoma had to be surgically removed. I also have a 10 years worth of medical records stating that I have MS. So I hope and pray you can prove that I don't. That'll be a relief to know that I don't suffer with something I've suffered with for over 10 years now. But because you say I don't have it, you say I didn't go through that, it must be true, right? Kind of like where you promised people t-shirts and never delivered. Kind of like the hundreds of GoFundMes you've had claiming it for your kids when it went to your Minecrafting husband. The difference between your quote-unquote husband and my kid's dad is, I'm not with him. He should have never been brought into any of it, first off. Secondly, he got a full pardon, meaning he didn't kill anyone, ever. He got a full pardon, meaning he wasn't guilty of the crime he served time for, which is why he was able to practice law. Dumbass. And this book you keep referring to was not about me. It was about the oldest child's mother named Angela. There's an 18-year-old kid involved in that. Leave him the fuck alone. His bio mom put him through enough. Stop your bullshit. You don't know what you're talking about. At all. The person who put their hands on me was not the child's father. If you had listened, I was with someone else who I will not name, so you can go and harass them. I was with that man for 6 years. 6 years. You have no idea. None. And my kids are perfectly safe. You need to leave them alone. Because you continue to harass my family, I can and will file charges. Because the moment you take this shit off of YouTube and take it into real life, that's when it becomes not about YouTube, and that's when it becomes not about the internet or cyberbullying. That actually takes it real life, so I can file real life charges on you. The minute you started contacting people via the fucking telephone, harassing them, threatening our kids, I hope you do realize he recorded those phone calls and that the state has a copy of said phone calls in evidence. Dumbass. Just saying, you need to be aware that every one of those phone calls made to him has been recorded, and he turned them over. So good luck with that. Why you get a pass for such disgusting, vile, slanderous bullshit, I don't know. But all I can say is that you're full of shit. And I really can't elaborate on a lot of that because it is a protected case and a lot of that is sealed for the protection of minors. So you need to leave my children alone. People who Minecraft people don't get full pardons. You are an idiot. And I could tell you exactly what happened, but I won't because it's really none of your business. He is none of your business. My kids are none of your business. If you have a problem with me, this should have always been just with me, and you should have never dragged my kids or the father of my children, whom I have not been in a relationship with in over 12 years, into your bullshit. But you absolutely did contact him. You absolutely did call him. You absolutely did harass people. You harassed an elderly woman with fucking dementia and schizophrenia. And for you to sit there and say, thank God my daddy is dead, thank God my mother is gone. No, fuck you. How do you get to be so fucking disgusting and people give you a pass for it? But that's alright. When I am legally able to, receipts. And I hope when that time comes, you can eat your crow that you've got coming to you. Because you're going to eat a whole fuck ton of crow when all of this is said and done. And it's safe to do so. Because I could come back at you with a whole lot of shit and post a shit ton of receipts. But it's not safe for me right now. So I'm not going to be stupid and post shit I don't need to post to appease people who can get smacked upside the head with the truth and still believe a lie. Because it's not going to do any good. You people, I swear to God, this bitch has been called out and actually proven to be a liar multiple times. Go look at Shiz Happens. Go look at her Discord and the disgusting shit she said to the victim of her, to the victim's child. The victim of her quote-unquote alleged husband, who I'm not sure even knows he's in a relationship with her, because if he does know, then why does he have so many dating profiles? She screams crazy, obsessed fangirl to me. I'm not sure he knows he's in a relationship, quite frankly. It's cringy. It's super cringy. Yeah, I'm not sure, because there have been people posting conversations with the guy saying that he's not with her, that she's some crazy lady who's obsessed with him and swears up and down she has one of his kids when she doesn't. I don't know if it is or isn't his. I doubt it. She was a side piece. He was married to the one he loved. And she was just a side hustle. And that's all she'll ever be. That's pretty sad. Like, that's a relationship that will never progress into anything, because he will never be able to sleep next to her. He will never be able to hold her hand in the store. And there was one, have you people forgotten that this woman, the same woman throwing shade at me, is the same woman who claimed that that man who's in prison was laying next to her in bed or going shopping with her? Maybe if he was going shopping with her, she wouldn't have been arrested twice for theft. Not just the once. She had an occurrence in 2019 and an occurrence in 2022. That's 2 cases of theft. That's a lot of chicken, lady. And it wasn't just chicken. You lied to your whole ass audience and told them it was over some chicken. I've never seen a $145 chicken. That's a lot of chicken. And maybe if you weren't sending your fucking make-believe boyfriend money on his books, you would have had money to buy that chicken. If you hadn't scammed those people out of all that t-shirt money and not paid them their money or sent them the product, you know. But, honey, you've got a lot of shit under your rug to be throwing any shade at anybody. A lot of shit. A whole fucking dumpster's worth of shit under your rug, ma'am. You need to go and edit out the picture of my children that you used, and you need to leave my family the fuck out of your fucking mouth. Because, ma'am, you slept in the car with your disabled kid. You have no room to throw shade at anyone in their parenting when you have your own kid sleeping in a fucking car in the dead of winter. Are you fucking kidding me? Or was it the summer? I forgot. And then you abandoned the other one to have surgery by themselves, allegedly. So, you may want to shut the fuck up. I don't see your quote-unquote pretend man. I'm going to say it's your imaginary man, because I don't know that he knows he's in a relationship with you. The man of your imagination. Right? He didn't get a full pardon because he actually did commit the crime. That speaks for itself. Sorry. And pretending he's right beside you and y'all are going shopping together and living your best life. And then you going to the grave site of the victim because you thought someone sent her flowers. That's disgusting. And the way you spoke to that victim's child, ma'am, there's no low you wouldn't go to, is there? You want to talk about desperate? That's pretty fucking desperate for a man, I swear to God. What, you couldn't find a man in the outside world to tolerate your bullshit? You had to find a man you could keep on lockdown, when really he's not on lockdown. He's got quite a few. You don't know how prison works, ma'am? He's probably got 10 or 12 women sending him money. He's probably got 10 or 12 women who believe that they are his ride or die, or his only one and only. That's how those men roll. Like lifetime convicts that are doing life in prison, they're not with one person. They've got a lot of women lined up sending them money so they can, make that money and make moves in prison. Do you not understand prison politics? Dumbass. Honestly believing you're his fucking one and all. Really? Talk about being naive. Fuck, I'm a little country bumpkin raised in the fucking backwoods, and I know better than that. Just saying. And I may not be the best to look at, but fuck, I'm not wearing a goddamn Temu wig flexing like I'm fucking Katy Perry. It's fucking ridiculous. And I know you're gonna make yet another video spewing your slanderous bullshit. I know, because you're incapable of owning your own shit, and that is the whole entire reason we are sitting here right now. I called you out on your publicly done bullshit that you did in real time in front of everyone, And you said, oh, she lied, I didn't do that. No, honey, there are screenshots of you doing it, being shown in the videos you struck down because it did have receipts in it. Ma'am, I would post receipts of your fuck shit, but the last time I did that, you struck everyone. That's some pussy ass, bitch made ass bullshit right there. To sit there and run your mouth as vilely and as disgustingly as you have done and spread the disgusting and vile lies on me that you have spread. But yet, if I defend myself and post counter receipts, you strike my video. That's some bitch made shit right there. You can dish it out and say the shit you said about me, but you can't fucking handle it when somebody comes back at you. You can't fucking handle it. You lose your fucking wig. And this is very clearly a wig. Shamu. Fuck you about me calling you that too, because if you can say the shit you said about me, I can make some fucking references. Thank you. And obviously you didn't read the fucking book you want to quote, because had you read it, dumbass, you would have seen and known that it wasn't me. He has another kid that's 18. That's what that book's about. You fucking idiot. And the justice system did fail him. But that's none of your fucking business. None. And what's fucked up is I didn't even tell anybody about the DB situation. I spoke to 2 people about that. I did not bring that to my channel. So why that's even being discussed, I don't know. I confided in 2 people because I was in a bad situation. And, well, you see what kind of people they are. They didn't help me. They didn't try to. So essentially what you've done is shot all credibility you might have had, because everything you've stated has been a fucking out and out fucking lie, or easily proven to be a lie. If my hands were not tied as to posting receipts on the thing at this moment, I probably would send it through Discord anyway, because I'm not an idiot and going to be posting fucking legal documents on the fucking internet. But those who ask for it after it's safe to do so, I would send them via Discord or email, if it was their business. Keyword, if it's their business. Oh, on my way to theater. I don't know, Fallen, because I do need to correct a few things they're saying. They're just blatant lies. And it wouldn't be so bad if they weren't such malicious and vile lies. Like damaging lies that they're spewing. And for what? Like, she literally bullied Jesse off of fucking YouTube because he told the truth about her. And it is the truth. Man, if you don't like the truth about yourself, how about change it and quit being such a shitbag of a human being? Like, why are... And that's another thing. The whole thing of her coming at me sideways isn't for some fucking moral reason. It was because she was getting called out and exposed as the liar that she is and the con artist that she is. And she had to deflect, and she had to throw somebody under the bus to save her own ass because of the person she's being shown to be. And unfortunately, it's not just Jesse. There are 4 other content creators putting out videos as we speak because of that. People don't like bullies. Generally, they don't like bullies. And what you're doing, you are not only a bully, but you are a vile, malicious liar. Like, you've really, you told your audience you had only gotten in trouble the 1 time. That was a lie. You got in trouble twice, at least twice. You scammed a bunch of people into paying for your hotel room. Why were you in the hotel room? Didn't pay your rent. How many evictions have you had? I know. I've seen the receipts. How many GoFundMes have you had for your convict boyfriend? And yes, ma'am, that is absolutely platforming him. Especially when you're selling his product, his shirts, or his merchandise, his paintings. That's platforming him. Absolutely. So, yeah, you did platform him. While denying platforming him, which is weird. But last I checked, he didn't get a full card. Did he? Because mine was innocent, and yours is not. He was proven innocent and fully pardoned with a fucking apology to boot. So, and able to practice law. So there's that. Oh wait, did you forget about that? Oh shit. You didn't get your story straight? Yeah, didn't think so. That happens when you're full of shit and twisting things to fit your narrative. Yeah, that tends to happen when you're being dishonest and pulling shit out of your ass just because you don't like me. Well, tough shit. You're not going to bully me off of this platform because I don't deal with bullies the same way everyone else does. Right, April? But it's totally fine for them to do it. And I'm not having a showdown between content creators. I'm defending myself. This is not a clapback. This is me defending myself against malicious slander. And I have every right to defend myself against malicious slander and defamation. And should you not be able to prove all of your malicious lies, that's liable. Do you know that? You know what liable defamation is? It's when you have damaged my reputation and negatively affected my personal life because of it. You absolutely have. Allegedly. But anyway, leave my family alone. The disgusting shit said in your chat, you are responsible for it. Because you allowed it. It was in your chat that you are responsible for it. And the shit you said, you are also responsible for it. And I haven't done anything up until this point because people run their fucking mouth. But when running your mouth turns into real life shit, and then endangerment, yeah, and kind of being forced. My end is being forced. I don't want to go for YouTube bullshit. I don't want to be here having to address you now because I'll completely walk away from the drama community for a reason. It's toxic. And people are okay with doing shit like this. What we're talking about today is somehow okay now in the drama community. I'm not okay with it. At all. And quite frankly, what I do in my real life, you are not entitled to. At all. My YouTube has been about covering various people and ghost and paranormal event stuff. And occasionally arts and crafts. I can tell you what I've never done. I've never called somebody's baby daddy or dragged somebody's kids into some bullshit. I've never harassed their friends or family via the telephone. I've never called anybody. The people I cover what is on the platform already. I don't even go off-site YouTube. Anything I cover on my channel, I cover off of YouTube. I don't, even like when I do get sent screenshots or emails or various other pieces of evidence against that person, I won't use it because it's not on YouTube. I don't do that shit. And I won't. And the drama community has gotten to a point that it's perfectly acceptable to dox someone, go real life on someone, or drag family into it, as long as you all don't like the same person. But if it were to happen to one of y'all, like, y'all flipped out over fucking the tea lady getting doxxed, but are perfectly fine dragging my innocent children into your fuck shit. And completely lying. And misconstruing things. And for you to sit there and say, what if they had seen that comment? Shame on you. You have no idea what you're talking about. I love them. They are the reason I live and breathe. And the fact of the matter is, that is why you're doing that. Because you know that they mean everything to me. And that's the only way you can get a reaction out of me, is going after my kids. The fuck is wrong with you? You literally got everything wrong. No, one of you commented, oh, well, they went state to state to avoid child services. No, we didn't. We went to Colorado to take a job that paid considerably more than what was being made originally. Moved to Maine for the same reason. Job offers and schools and school districts that were better than what was previously offered. moving up, excelling in life, accelerating in life. Better pay, better job, better community, lower crime rate. There's 100 reasons why we moved, where we moved. None of them were to avoid child services. I hope you can prove that, because that's liable, Flynn. That's disgusting. Why that's even being discussed, I don't know, because that has nothing to do with my content, nothing to do with YouTube, none of it. I cover paranormal stuff and funny Karen videos, and you bitches are over there bothered as hell over a bunch of made up bullshit that you pulled out of your ass with your asinine assumptions and framing of narratives. You didn't put into the factor that somebody had a mental break. A doctor told me, didn't care about that either when you were threatening the family via the telephone that's been recorded. But okay. You may not have done that, the person running that live stream, but the person you have linked up with, who also was in the same live stream, the person you platformed, did absolutely do that, and admitted to it, on video, multiple times. So, there's that. Wow. Sometimes I just have to shake my head at the absurdity that comes out of some people's mouths. And they say it so fucking, with so much conviction, you would almost believe it. And I'm sorry, any fucking smooth-brained individual that actually believes that shit can stay over there. Fucking mush-brained individuals. Some of those people will go over there, run their mouth, and then come over into my comment section, leaving hearts and lovey kissy faces and fucking kissing my ass, but run over there and talk shit. You can stay your ass over there. I can do without your little kissy face emojis. As a matter of fact, all of you drama community people can stay the fuck over there, because like I said, I have changed my content and I don't cover people anymore. So stay your ass away from me. I don't want your toxicity in my community. I don't want your bullshit and your drama in my community. No. I'm gonna get me a crucifix and some fucking bitch be gone spray, and I'm gonna stock up. That's all I'm saying. And I cannot read the chat. I haven't been able to read the chat in a couple of minutes now. Although they will immediately post a thing saying Panda reads chat while driving, even though I've stated numerous times I cannot read the chat, I am driving. I literally said that multiple times, back to back, And they still posted a thing saying Panda reads chat while driving through a blizzard. When all you have to do is literally look, just go watch the stream for yourself and hear me say, I can't see you. I can't read the chat right now. I'll read it when I stop because I'm driving. Like, when somebody goes that far out of their way to malign someone's character, you might want to start asking questions about their character. And no, all of this did not start out with a couple of comments that were factual comments shit she had done publicly in front of everyone, but yet every one of y'all seem to have amnesia. Did it in front of everybody, so apparently everyone but certain people have amnesia. Not my problem. We started because my friend Tammy felt scammed and tried to and wanted her money back, and somebody is still butthurt about having to send her money back. And somebody lied multiple times during the live stream they struck, by the way, when they said, oh, I've got an emergency, I've got to go. What was the emergency? They had to go over to their channel, fire up a live stream, and shit all over us after saying the words, oh, it's all squashed, we're all good, multiple times. First, she didn't even know who Tammy was. Then she figured it out and could tell everything her and Tammy had ever talked about all of a sudden. Because she saw that her pretending not to know who she wasn't gonna fly. Yeah, that part. And then she said, oh, it's all good, I'll pay you back and we'll be just done with it. That didn't happen. She ran to her channel, fired up a live stream, and commenced to drag all over the place and fucking bullying the shit out of her, knowing she was in a fragile state. Tammy is an audience member. She is not a content creator. That should not have been done. That was wrong. And then claims to have changed her number, so she never got any of the message. Yet she messaged Tammy for the same number she had previously had. Made that make sense. And she has all the screenshots proving that it's the same fucking email, the same fucking number. But no. Totally reliable source of information right there. Squashed it and it's over doesn't mean fire up 10 fucking live streams in the same week because you finally have some drama going on in your own life and your life is so boring that you have to fucking make reflect and throw the attention onto someone else to divert the attention off of your own fuck shit behavior. I've heard you own absolutely nothing that you've done that you know is wrong. You know the better off dead comment was disgusting, yet you fucking dig your heels in professing your innocence. But yet you like the comment that said you're better off dead. I don't care if it's a movie reference. You still said it. And it was still aimed at Lisa. So you're still wrong. You're no better than Jesse. But at least Jesse came out on top because he actually owned his shit and apologized for what he said sincerely. ma'am. Ma'am. Really? And then you tell your audience you've only been in trouble once for that. No, that's not true either. And then you want to jump all over Victoria for contacting the clinic. When you contacted the clinic claiming it was out of concern. I don't believe that, because the attitude in which you left that smiley face, oh, wink, wink, somebody's already contacted and sent this to them, that wasn't done out of concern. That was done for clout and ass pats and attention, and you know it. The same reason Victoria did it. It was out of spite. And for you to sit there and claim it was out of legitimate concern with the way that you responded to that is absurd. Then, as if that's not enough, I have a long list I could go over with you, but I'm already bored. The hypocrisy, though, is like alive and well there. You'd give Boss Lady a run for her money, that's all I'm going to say. You literally attack Victoria and everyone else for the same shit you've done, if not worse. And you get a pass for some reason. And I don't understand why that is. Why you're being allowed to be so openly dishonest and slanderous. I don't get it. You got called out for your fucking numerous inconsistencies and contradictions. Also, you said that you did it because you've never seen anything like that. Yet, you claim that you were an addict when you were a kid. You were hooked on heroin and something else. Then you turn right around and said you've never done drugs. You've never been an addict. Which one is it? Were you an addict in your teens? Or were you never an addict and never seen anything like that forever? Because you can't seem to keep your story straight on that. You've told multiple stories about addiction stories. And you want to talk about things being made up or taking other people's stories when you literally sat there and told everyone that you had addiction when you were in your teens, and then you later deny ever even having said that, when it's on your own stream. There is a screen recording of it. And police reports are fucking open. The public information, ma'am. 2 occurrences of theft, but you're supposedly an honest person. And every time someone calls you out or shows you in real time being full of shit, you strike their videos to erase the evidence, but the videos have already been seen, honey. So you may as well stop striking people for showing your own streams where you're lying. Man. that Discord, should anybody be interested in the truth about this person, Discord is on Shiz Happens channel. Go to the video she did on Reaper, and she links the Discord. Join the Discord. Look at it yourself. Don't take me at my word. Go look at the very, very real receipts and I'm not gonna get into this to happen. I'm not gonna bitch fight with people on the internet. I am too old to be doing that. So are you, frankly, and it's pathetic at your age for you to be doing shit like this. But I am defending myself against the malicious, vile, disgusting lies we're spreading. Haphazardly, by the way. You are so careless with other people's lives and families. Wonder if you'd be that careless with your own, or if you even care about your own, because you don't seem to care things. The damage you could do to other people with your bullshit. And all for what? YouTube clicks and views? Is it worth it for you to be harassing my family like that? And to be maligning my character like that? Everything I have said can be backed up with the receipts I just gave you a way to get to. And it's all been shit you've done very publicly. So, there's that. But if you smooth-brained ass motherfuckers want to sit there and just listen to every word you get told just because they've got a YouTube channel and can use words, that's on you. I don't care. I just want you to leave my fucking family out of it. If you have a problem with me, address me. Leave my kids out of it. Leave my kid's father out of it. We are not together and have not been in a very long time. He needs help. He doesn't need the bullshit. He needs help. He is unwell, and there's nothing I can do about that. All I can do is what I have to do for me and mine. That is a grown person that is outside of my care zone. Like, I am not responsible for the care of that person. I am responsible for the care of the people I am taking care of. That is it. In their best interest. But you need to leave them alone. Leave them the fuck out of your bullshit. Because I guarantee you, you haven't the slightest clue what you're talking about. I have numerous documents, as a matter of fact, stating the absolute opposite of what you were saying. So you may want to watch that. Careful with that. Because when I can prove something the opposite of what you've said, you might be in some trouble. Legally, of course. I would never do anything in real life to you. I don't care to ever meet you, quite frankly. You're a disgusting person, in my opinion. And I would never associate myself with the likes of you. And nor should anyone else, I do believe, in my opinion. So, that's my opinion, and I am entitled to it. Based on my own personal experiences. I think you need to be held accountable for the shit you've said. And I think you need to be held accountable for the shit you've done. You, and stop deflecting onto other people, you yourself need to be held accountable for your words and your actions, and stop deflecting onto me to cover up your fuck shit behavior. Because this started as a deflection because you were being shown to be a liar and a con artist. You had to save your fucking money train, didn't you? You couldn't have your subscribers not, shilling out that money for you, could you? Because then you wouldn't have any money to send your make-believe boyfriend. Instead of being accountable for your own words and your own actions, you decide to platform someone who's doxed to my family. Out of spite. You didn't do it out of concern. You did that out of spite. And I believe you need to be held accountable for it. Yeah, and the situation they're going through, just wondering why it's okay to discuss bad situation kids are going through. And I feel for them for the situation they're going through with their dad. They don't need the extra bullshit. And the fact that you've dragged them into this, that's disgusting. It's going to take years of therapy to get through this. And here you are targeting them. When I'm doing everything I can do to heal them, you are doing everything in your power to tear me down. When I'm already struggling. And I will never have respect for you. Nor should anyone else, quite frankly, because of your own bullshit. But if the smooth brain, fucking mush brain motherfuckers want to follow you, that's fine. But God forbid them have an objective thought of their own, original thought of their own, and maybe think for themselves and stop just shitting on people because they are miserable. That could be a thing again. The main reason that I changed my content was I got sick of opening my laptop and doing nothing but shitting on people. Yeah, it's constructive criticism, and I tried to do it in an objective way, but at the end of the day, it was just shitting on people. And I'm better than that. So that is why I no longer cover people. Because they're still people. And it's still gross to sit there and condescend to people and cut them down and tear them down when clearly they don't need you to do that. They're down enough. Lisa has lost everything. everything, including her kids. And at some point, if she doesn't change, she's going to lose herself. And I don't want to be a party to that. I want nothing to do with that. Lori will be her own downfall. I also don't want to be a party to that, because my heart goes out to her family and the people on the outside who will be affected by her actions. Or the lack thereof. Lori knows she's a piece of shit. She doesn't need me sitting here telling her that day in and day out. Lisa knows who she is. She doesn't need me out here telling her who she is. All the other people you pretend to cover while being worse than the people you cover, they don't need you running your mouth at them. They don't. Who appointed you the authority on morals, by the way? Because last I checked, your morals needed a checkup and a reevaluation yourself, ma'am. That's the trouble with throwing stones while in glass houses. Your own shit will be put out on the table, ma'am, and it won't be me who does it. Because this is the only response you're going to get from me. I'm going to correct this the one time, and I am going to move on. You will stay and continue to stay in the same vicious cycle, and nothing is going to change for you. You're always going to be bitter and lonely and alone at the end of the night when you shut your laptop. You're always going to be hateful, deceitful, and cowardly. I don't have to tell you that. You know that. You're miserable, or else you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. I was miserable when I was covering people, mostly because of the intake of all of that toxicity. I hated it. I got to where I hated it. Because when I wasn't online, I was happy. I was doing my thing and doing my arts, doing my crafts, and I wasn't having to deal with Lisa, Lori, or the other people I covered. And it got to where I didn't even want to cover anything anymore. And then I got into the paranormal stuff where I could actually offer some form of education on paranormal science and the proving or disproving of paranormal entities and occurrences. And I find that interesting. I don't find you interesting at all. I figured you out in about 5 seconds. Boring, but gross. You, madam, are a train wreck. And the problem with that is you damn well know it. You are not so unaware of yourself that you don't realize what a train wreck you yourself are. You have to know it. There's no way. No way you don't know it. Yeah, and the only way you can get me to respond to you is you attacking my family. The fact that you did that to get a response from me is disgusting. The fact that you targeted the father of my kids and my children to get a response from me is gross. You did the same thing with everyone else you've covered. You've attacked their families to get them to respond. You are disgusting. There are a million other ways you could cover people without harassing their friends and family via email and or phone calls. Nobody needs to be calling anybody's clinic. Nobody needs to be calling anyone's family or children